Good morning and Shabbat Shalom. As you can say, it's a gorgeous day. And this is what it looked like on 9/11 20 years ago. It was a beautiful day with blue skies, and no one was prepared for the horrors and the tragedies that would unfold that day, which took the lives of over 3,000 innocent people. In this week's Torah portion, Moshe Rabbeinu is told to climb Har Nevo, Mount Nebo, take a look at the land of Israel, and pass away on the top of the mountain. And the Torah says that when God told Moshe to go up to the mountain, the Torah says it was Be'etzem Hayom Hazeh, in the middle of the day. And Rashi comments, why did God specifically say, go at midday in broad daylight? And Rashi says that when the Jewish people heard that their leader Moshe was going to die, they said, our beloved leader who took us out of Egypt, who led us through the desert for 40 years, who brought us the manna from heaven, who gave us the Torah, who split the sea for us, we're not going to let him die. We're going to block his path to not allow him to go up to Mount Nebo so he cannot die and leave us. And God says, you cannot prevent my will. I will take him up in the middle of the day. I won't try to smuggle him up in the middle of the night. I'll take him in broad daylight, and you'll see that you cannot prevent the will of Hashem. And what's fascinating about this Rashi is that if you read the story of the Jewish people's journey throughout the desert, all they did was complain to Moshe Rabbeinu constantly. All they did was rebelled and caused them so much heartache and struggle. So many times Moses cried out to God and said, I can't take it. It's too difficult, this task. Suddenly when he's about to die, they say, our beloved leader, we can't allow him to leave us. But that's true of human nature. When we have something, we take it for granted. When we're about to lose it, then we appreciate it. You know, the most famous painting in the world is the Mona Lisa. Over 10 million people a year come to the Louvre in Paris just to see the Mona Lisa. How did it become the most famous painting in the world? Yes, it's a masterpiece by Leonardo da Vinci, but there are many masterpieces. And historians tell us that exactly 110 years ago, in 1911, an Italian handyman at the Louvre stole the Mona Lisa. And for 2 years, police searched to find it. And there were pictures of the Mona Lisa splashed on every international newspaper around the world. And during those 2 years, from 1911 to 1913, while they were looking for the Mona Lisa, millions of people came just to look at the empty space on the wall where the Mona Lisa once stood. And after the Mona Lisa was found, people came, millions and millions, just to see it. And that's how it became the most famous painting in the world. And historians say that had that Italian handyman stolen a different painting in the Louvre, that painting would have become the most famous painting in the world. And that's true in life. We have beautiful things, beautiful experiences, beautiful lives that we take for granted. It's only after it's taken from us that we realize what a masterpiece it is, and we no longer take it for granted. When we have a beautiful day and everything goes well, don't take it for granted. That's one of the things we learned during COVID, that things that we always thought were just given are no longer given. Suddenly we realize everything in our life is a blessing. To be able to gather with friends and families, to be able to be in good health, to be able to have large celebrations together. All of that is a gift and a blessing from Hashem. And so don't wait till it's too late to say, oh, it's terrible, I'm going to miss you. Enjoy and appreciate the people and show gratitude to them and love to them every day. Don't be like the Jewish people in the desert who only complained to Moses for 40 years and then when he was about to die, cried about his passing. Don't weep at the end. Take every day to turn to your loved ones and say, you're such a blessing in my life. I appreciate you. I love you. I don't take you for granted. That's the lesson of 9/11. That's the lesson of this week's Torah portion with Moshe Rabbeinu. That's the lesson that we have to learn from COVID. Don't wait till something is stolen from you, like the Mona Lisa, to appreciate its beauty. Appreciate it each and every day. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom, a peaceful and a restful Shabbat. And tomorrow on 9/11, let's all come to shul and pray and think about all those innocent people who lost their lives. Pray for their souls and ask God to remove evil from this world so we could all live and enjoy the beautiful world that God created in peace and harmony. Shabbat Shalom.